Hi everyone, you're watching Video Gaming Over 40, and this is VGO Girl. We're going to take a look today at Order in Chaos 2 Redemption for the iOS and Android. And then what we're going to look at today is Epic Challenge Dungeons. And this is something that players who are new to level 55 will want to run in order to get your gear. You do not craft it until you get to the highest levels of gear. Also, please take a moment to like our video and subscribe to our channel in the lower right-hand corner. It helps us out. Thank you. All right, let's give some overview about Epic Challenge. First, go into your dungeon menu at the top, switch to Epic Challenge. You can join the queue by clicking the Join Queue button. You can adjust the levels with the arrows next to that. Now, when you do Epic Challenge, you're going to want to get a gold chest. The milestone section will show you all of the rewards for the stages. For gold chests, you get gems and you get armor. Now, sometimes for silver chests, you also get armor, and for bronze chests, you don't get any armor. Definitely want to go for those gold, and the higher level chests give higher level gear, and they also get more challenging as they go up in level. So try and do the highest level you can with still maintaining a decent amount of damage. I admit I stole this from one of my guild officers, but it's a really good chart to tell you what levels of Epic Challenge you should be doing and what dungeons. So if you have a gear score of less than 10k, you should be doing Epic Challenge 7 to 13 and only do random dungeons. 11k, 13 to 15, and AOL, SKL, those sort of ones. Over 12k, then 15 to 17 for the Epic Challenge, and DDA, DDL, FPL, FPA, those sort of ones. Over 13.4k, then 17 to 18 for the Epic Challenge, and GTL, GTA, CNA, CNL, dungeons, and on. So just to kind of get you an idea, don't do too high of Epic Challenge for farming unless you have the gear score to do those levels. Now, before you actually go into Epic Challenge, the point of this is to do the most damage as quickly as possible, and finish the dungeons fast. So you're going to want to get a buff to do that. It adds 20% damage, so go to Trim Steps, and you're going to go to the camp that's down there and go north to the buff. There's like a little, block thing over there. You walk up to it, you click on the icon, and it buffs you. So make sure you do that before you go into Epic Challenge. It really helps out increasing the amount of damage you do. Also, at higher levels of Epic Challenge, the group members will require that you're buffed first. Okay, this is not a video on how to do the Epic Challenge, the strategies of it. This is just the basics of Epic Challenge and some tips. So here we're going to go into one of the Epic Challenge ones. This one's Illusion Arena, and this is the easiest one, I think, to do as far as it's quick and fast and people like to do it. So when you take a look at this one, up at the top right, there is a bar. The longest section to the furthest right is for gold chests. If you finish it before it gets down to 0 for that section, you will get a gold chest. The next is silver, and the last is bronze, and if that yellow bar goes all the way down, you lose. Now, below that is a blue bar that you see filling up. You have to kill enough mobs in the dungeon, this does not include bosses, to get up to 100%. So once that's up at 100%, you have killed enough to finish the dungeon. If you don't get up to 100%, you might kill all the bosses, but you still don't get any chests because you haven't completed the dungeon. When you finish the Epic Challenge, you will get a box that pops up that tells you what level chest you got and the damage for each person. So that's kind of fun to look at too. Now here's Decay Mansion, and a little tip for this one is sometimes when you run this, you are not going to get a gold chest, and you decide in the group that you want to reset and try again, or just stop trying because maybe somebody doesn't have enough damage. So a way to reset is to go ahead and kick everybody from the group. Now once everybody is removed from the group, go ahead and go into your main menu and go to the Character Select screen. And from there, go out back to where you select your characters. Then go back in as the character that you want to play, and you will not have your 10-minute debuff where you can't go back into a dungeon. Now lastly, once you have run Epic Challenge for a while and your gear score is high enough that you can get into the higher level dungeons, that's when you're going to want to start crafting gear. When you get into the last 2 dungeons in the game, before that, you're not going to be crafting gear. So make sure for all these lower level gears, just ignore them and just focus on doing Epic Challenge until you get to those last 2 levels of gear. Now you can craft the ones from FPL and DDL if you are having a hard time getting those Epic 18 armor pieces that you need. But other than that, ignore the rest of the lower dungeons as far as crafting gear goes. You're watching Video Gaming Over 40 and this is VGO Girl. Please like and subscribe to our videos, and we hope that you enjoy Order in Chaos 2 Redemption.